the Aldi Mill in Aldi, Virginia. It's a historic site, and we are just exploring, looking around a bit. I invite you to join us. Let's see what all we can find here. I'll tell you a little bit about it. In 1764, James Mercer, who came from Perthshire, Scotland, built the mill and named the village, the mill, and the manor house Aldi after the family ancestral home. A larger mill was completed in 1809 and ground wheat and corn not only for Lower Loudoun County, but for Fauquier and Prince William County. After the war, mills began using a new process that removed rodent excrement and other matter, and also the brown wheat germ from the flour, and produced a pure white flour which consumers loved, and they went to the store to buy 5-cent loaves of bread. Seeing this trend was here to stay, the mill replaced the wooden water wheels and the wooden mill dam with iron wheels and a stone dam. In 1932, the mill stopped its flouring operations because General Mills and Pillsbury, the big guys, won, and cornmeal became the mill's staple. And in 1946, it was their best year. After a series of mishaps, in 1971, Aldi Mill turned out its last bag of cornmeal. And it was the last of the 18 water-powered mills then standing in Loudoun and Fauquier County to close. In the early 1800s, there was more than 140 mills in the counties. In 1981, they donated the mill to the Virginia Outdoors Foundation, and for 19 years the restoration was going on, supervised by English millwright Derek Ogden, and financed in part by an anonymous $2 million gift. So what are we going to go see?
Just the other side of the mill, downlook view.
Okay. We'll go up these steps. Lights of love. There's a big beam up there. I guess that's some type of support, maybe? Off wall. There's a great story from the Civil War where in 1863 there were Union soldiers who were trying to escape from getting captured, and they dove into the wheat bins and just buried themselves like rats. And there was others that jumped into the hoppers and, they almost got ground up. Ginger says you can see inside. Of course,
the actual mill grists
closed.
Yeah. See them?
Colonel John Singleton Mosby, who was the commander of the Confederate Raiders, wrote in his 1887 War Reminiscences this story, that when the Rangers pulled the Yankees out of the flour, there was nothing blue about them. And in June 2006, the nearly 200-year-old Aldi Mill was turned over to the Northern Virginia Regional Park Authority. Today, the village of Aldi has a historic district with buildings dating from as early as 1775. Most were built in the early 18 to mid 1800s, and there's a lot of places to visit. We've had a spot of lunch now, and we're going to go head out to another mill called Chapman's Mill. It's in the process of being restored and is closed, but we just want to go and see what it's like. It's supposed to have been the highest stacked mill in all of the country back in the day. We'll go see. This is the mill that I was telling you about. It is closed for restorations. We're by the interstate and looking over at it from John Marshall Highway. This mill is by the Broad Run River. During the Civil War, both sides used the top of this 5-story mill to defend the gap or attack the gap. It's situated on the Thoroughgood Gap, which is a historic site. Here's the mill, Chapman's Mill. That's the Broad Run River there. So you can see military was all around. And by 1864, it was a gutted mill. And the owner, John Chapman, sued the government but lost. And his family had him committed to an asylum, where he died in 1866. Then in 1870, Colonel Robert Beverly bought the mill and restored it. It operated until 1951. And then in 1998, well, arsonists burned it down. And you can see it would be a very wonderful place to explore. It's by the Bull Run Nature Preserve, an area set aside for hiking, trails, education, but no dogs. Welcome to the preserve. Admission is free.
No dogs.
Thank you for joining me as we explore the Aldi and the Chapman's Mill in Northern Virginia. And remember, I want you to get out there and forever explore. I'll see you in the next video. Bye now.